I make YouTube videos, and that's close enough to making movies, right? That's why I thought I'd talk about 2 episodes of Arthur where he attempts to make a movie, and has some trouble along the way. Arthur talks about how he wants to watch the ultra-cool spy movie James Hound, and also saw a parody of James Bond. Unfortunately, his parents adamantly refused to let him watch it, or even watch it with him, because of its PG-13 rating. For some reason, they only let him watch those movies when he's 13, and not a moment before.
Sorry, Arthur. Only 5 more years.
It's seeing as how they're still hard-asses about film ratings all the way into the Flash era, I seriously wonder if they would forbid him to watch MCU movies because of their PG-13 rating, even though there's tons of marketing for kids for those movies. Hell, it wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't even allowed to watch the live-action Transformers movies, even though they too have lots of marketing towards kids younger than 13. Instead, he's forced to go to the movie theater to watch a film DW wants to see, and he very obviously does not. I guess the parents care more about tormenting their son than saving money and letting him just hang out with his friends. After the movie, his friends are also moping about the fact that their hard-ass parents won't let them watch the new James Hound movie until they're older either.
But James Hound is gonna get older too. By the time we can see a James Hound movie, he'll be ancient.
Buster, they'll probably get a new actor to play James Hound.
Yeah, but he won't be as good.
I mean, they keep bringing back Harrison Ford for Indiana Jones, so you never know. Also, I like how they imagine the actor portraying James Hound from being a healthy 30 or so year old in the present to a tired old man in just 5 years. That's when they come across Buffy pointing her new video camera at the garbage can from whence she spawned. Unsurprisingly, she barely knows how to operate her fancy new toy. When she says she has no idea of what to film, Arthur suggests making their own James Hound movie with blackjack and hookers. The first day of filming arrives, and already things are beginning to go awry.
I'll look like a clown. Besides, James Hound's bow tie is black.
Are you sure about that, Arthur? Also, I'm pretty sure the white button-up shirt you're always wearing on your sweater would be a better choice than that white t-shirt. Their first scene is a chase sequence, with baby power as a substitute for gas fumes, and Arthur forgets to ride his bike downwind. Francine suggests filming a romance scene next, before Buster chimes in with his idea. He wants to play an evil genius that mind controls all the fish in the ocean to devour the human race. Holy shit. Unfortunately, Buster's lofty ideas are a bit too complicated for a grade school student budget, so Bray creates the next best thing. A model supersonic jet. Sadly, it's yet another model plane that meets its untimely demise. Guess Arthur's going to go punch his dog now.
We can make another jet, Buster.
Yeah, but we can't make it pal-proof.
Or you could just tie a pal away from you while filming. The kids have decided to film a code-cracking scene in the library, which for some reason, Miss Turner has no problem with. In the process, though, they end up killing the power of the entire library. Apparently, Bray is such a genius that he accidentally hacked into the library's electrical system for one of their public-use computers. Either that, or the library just has some piss-poor security. This leaves just one scene left, the romantic rescue scene, much to Arthur's chagrin. Hey Arthur, I'm pretty sure James Hound doesn't wear his bow tie in the water. We then get to see the triumphant return of Sharky, where Arthur does what the Reed parents should have done when they went on vacation. The filming goes off without a hitch, except for the fact that Buffy didn't actually film anything. Guess she was too dumb to bring the instruction booklet with her. The kids all want the finished product, and quickly argue among themselves over the movie's mishaps. However, despite saying that's nothing like the real James Hound, Prunella actually enjoys it, and says it was even better. Buffy boasts that their next film will be even better than that, but unless she actually learned how to operate her damn camera, there's probably not going to be a next film. This episode was all about Arthur making a movie just for fun, so let's see how Arthur makes a movie for a contest. We open with a TV interview with an absolutely terrifying depiction of Matt Damon. Matt Damon? More like Matt Demon. Here, he's talking about his latest project.
I want kids from all over the country to send me 1-minute videos they make. I'll pick a few and air them on TV.
Arthur's excited to hear about this, and decides to make a video all about Pal. The next day, his classmates are talking about their ideas for their road entries, including Muffy.
Don't waste your time. My daddy sold a car to Matt Damon's lawyer's assistant, so I'm pretty much guaranteed to win.
Don't hold your breath. Arthur begins filming, and of course, DW screws all up for him. He's then forced to film her video entry. Reaching a filmmaker's block, he decides to visit his friends for some inspiration. The brain gives us some lovely slow-motion footage of George's boogers as he's sneezing. Speaking of George, he's trying to film a remodeling project of Lucia's toy llama house, but he doesn't exactly approve of his demolition work. Arthur gets the idea of filming his dad's cooking, but once again, DW ruins everything. Can you please just fuck off for 2 minutes? Buster then teaches Arthur about the art of editing. We also learn that not only does Arthur pick his nose in public, but also does around where food is being prepared. You should know better than that, Arthur Reed. Just as Arthur's about to send in his entry, he's shocked to learn that Muffy put fancy special effects into her video. He then gets so insecure about his entry that he fears that Matt Damon will invoke the power of a Hollywood actor to forbid Arthur from being in his own hometown. At home, Arthur tries his hand at some stop-motion animation, which DW once again screws up for him. He really needs to learn to lock her out. After hours and hours of filming and editing, Arthur completes his video. In his exhausted state, however, he accidentally deletes the whole thing and panics, which is a valid reaction. There's a silver lining, though, since now he's freed out Buster with his video all about Arthur, which they entered together. We then get to see Matt Damon watch Buffy's entry, which he's unsurprisingly unimpressed with.
Didn't a Crosswire sell your lawyer's assistant a car once?
Oh, yeah. What a lemon.
You know, I always theorize that there's no way Mr. Crosswire's company isn't a front for something more nefarious. Finally, Matt Damon watches Arthur and Buster's video, and he shows up at the Reed's doorstep. It turns out that Arthur did win the contest. George did. However, Matt Damon liked Arthur's video so much that he wants to make a whole TV show about him and his daily life. Because when you're a main character, even when you lose, you still win. As a kid, I did get into the whole making home movies thing. And that's because I really didn't like myself being filmed, or watching footage of myself. Honestly, I still kind of like that. But I'm glad I got over it for the most part, because if I didn't, I would be here with a steadily growing YouTube channel and streaming audience. And hopefully, things will continue to look up, with many more wonderful kind of days to come. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to click like, and subscribe if you want to see more.